All right, friends, as I promised, we are bringing to you a breaking news development, a big exclusive on the manner in which the Kerala youth have been duped by making them sign blank papers, stamp papers, and then converting them into their permission for joining the Russian armed forces. There's a big development coming in the Binil case. Remember, Binil Babu died fighting alongside the Russian forces against Ukraine in the theater of war, and essentially, like Binil, many others were carted away by these human traffickers, these scamsters, these scammers who are now under the scanner. 3 have been arrested, but this breaking news development is about, like in the Binil Babu case, so in the case of Sandeep, and this document accessed by Ashwin, our Kerala correspondent, clearly shows that the scale of organized crime that went into sending these youth to Russia. Ashwin is ready with us. Ashwin joins us live. Ashwin, this is damning if true. According to you, the families claim that these documents are forged and that these youth were duped into signing and saying that, okay, fine, for a Russian green card or a Russian visa, they are willing to join the Russian forces and fight with them. Is that true?
Abhishek, this seems like what the family is worried about has now come to the fore. Essentially, the document that we are showing right now is of Sandeep Chandran, who had died in Russia in August. His body was brought to India in September. After this death, this particular document was sent by these dubious agents to the family. Now, this document which was signed in March, since March, there has been many communication between the family, the agents, with these agents as well. But only after this death, this particular document was released, and the family is certainly suspicious that this was creating them out of free hand, get out of free hand.
Bad video. I think case of bad video there. What Ashwin is talking about is a document that he has accessed, and this is given by the families of the duped youth. In this case, this document is of Sandeep Chandran. He, remember, passed away while fighting along with the Russian forces like Binil Babu, and this is not Binil family, this is Sandeep's family, Sandeep Chandran. This is the document of Sandeep Chandran's family, and according to this document, the signatures were taken on a blank paper, and it was subsequently stamped. And this is okay. Ashwin is back with us, so let's connect with Ashwin again. Ashwin, the story we are bringing for our viewers this Sunday is that these youth were duped essentially by these scammers. Kerala police now investigating. What is the latest you can share with us about the investigation in which 3 have been arrested?
Absolutely. In fact, Republic did speak to all the people who had gone to Russia. Some of them had returned, some of the family members. And everybody has the same story to tell. The story is very consistent. Everybody is saying these agents made them sign some blank papers, stamp papers. And when the death of Sandeep happened in August, just few days after this particular document was given to the family was in total shock, because for a pretty long time, the family has been communicating with these agents, but they never give this document. Only after the death, this document was given to the family. So family is suspicious that this has been of Sandeep as well. And it remains consistent because whether it is all the 6 in 2nd and April 6th, 6 Keralites had gone. I have spoken to every single one of them, those who have returned and their family members. Consistent, which certainly adds more questions on the scale at which these human traffickers are operating. The kind of fortress they are building to prevent themselves.
Again, some issue there with Ashwin's video, and we'll try and connect with it. Essentially, the story we have got to you viewers is As you can see on screen, this is a document which is forged by the human traffickers, in which they have made Sandeep, who passed away, who died fighting for the Russian forces in the month of August. Okay, we in fact have Sandeep's brother on the phone joining us. This is the family which is struggling to get justice for Sandeep Thomas, who was killed in action alongside Russian forces in the month of August. Sunil, I'm told, is joining us. And Sunil, if you're able to hear me, please tell us, how did these traffickers forge this document? How did they keep Sandeep and your family in the dark about what they were up to? I think again some audio issue there. We move on from this and go to the details of the investigation that's going on. Remember, the Kerala police registered an FIR a couple of days back, based on which they have arrested 3 of these human traffickers, including the firm which had sent Binil, and before that Sandeep. Let's look at the details of the investigation so far.
After the Ministry of External Affairs confirmed the death of a Malayali man, Binil Babu, on the front lines of Ukraine-Russia war.
It was a very unfortunate death. We conveyed condolences to the family. Our embassy is in touch with Russian authorities so that his mortal remains could come back to India as soon as possible. Regarding the other gentleman who was injured, he is receiving treatment in a hospital in Moscow. Our embassy is in touch with him and also his in regard to his welfare and well-being with the Russian authorities, and hopefully he will also be returning India soon after his treatment is completed.
3 individuals have been arrested from Thrissur in an India-Russia human trafficking nexus. Sandeep Thomas, Sumesh Antony and CB, all natives of Thrissur, were arrested for allegedly recruiting youths to Russia with promises of high-paying jobs, but instead trafficked them into military service. The accused have been charged under the Immigration Act, human trafficking and cheating. The arrests followed a complaint filed by Binil's wife and Jan TK's father, Korean. Binil and Jan travelled to Russia with the hope of working as electricians and plumbers. However, upon arrival, their Indian passports were confiscated and they were subsequently deployed to the war zones as part of the Russian military support service. Binil lost his life despite several appeals to consulate, while Jan is undergoing medical treatment in Moscow after getting injured in the war. What remains of Binil are now his mortal remains that his family has been requesting and begging the MEA to bring back. The question remains that why did the MEA not react timely on Binil Babu's multiple appeal to repatriate him? Binil Babu is just one of the victims of the rackets luring job aspirants with fake promises. As a deep nexus is uncovered, the exact number of individuals involved in this racket is yet to be determined.
All right, moving on, we'll of course keep a close tab of development there in the investigation. It's both in the national interest and in the interest of the youth of Kerala. But moving on for now, and on to our neighbor to the west, Pakistan, which is so desperate to earn some money out of Champions Trophy that after having got the rights to host it next month, Pakistan, while struggling to spruce up its stadium, broke its own rules, the Pakistan Cricket Board, so that the stadiums could be ready in time for the tournament. Now it seems that even the Ministry of Law of Pakistan, Ministry of Law and Justice, has gotten into it after an inquiry was raised. The Pakistan Cricket Board approved some funds for sprucing up of revamping of the stadium, breaking its own rules. That's the story. and essentially underscoring the desperation with which the Pakistan Cricket Board is approaching this whole issue of hosting Champions Trophy, which it believes is going to bring it some money. Let's have a reporter coming us live. Okay, we are trying to connect with a reporter there on the ground in Islamabad. This is a report attributed to Dawn News, according to which the Pakistan Cricket Board is now facing scrutiny from its Ministry of Law and Justice because it is in breach of approving expenses to the tune of 12 billion rupees, 6 billion Indian rupees, which is about 60 crore rupees. And this is this they did in breach of its own guidelines in terms of how to approve this money. And now it seems an inquiry has been launched. So Pakistan clearly struggling with its Champions Trophy hosting, and now there seems to be some legal tangle also. This is purely internal to them and nothing to do with the ICC. And it is clear that the struggles continue for Pakistan. Earlier we had pictures coming in of, despite this breach of rules, the Pakistani Cricket Board was struggling to meet the deadlines. And now we have a reporter from the ground in Islamabad, Rana Mali. Rana Mali is joining us live from Islamabad. Rana, we are getting these reports attributed to Dawn News, which suggest that there is some inquiry. Can you tell us what is this inquiry about PCB breaking its own rules to allow expenses on revamp of stadiums in Pakistan?
Actually, the Pakistani Dawn News has broken this story. According to this news, the Pakistan Cricket Board has violated its own rule. These rules stated that before approving their budgets or money for the renovation of their stadium, they have to get approved from their body, but they have not approved from their governing body. That they have to approve. They have approved directly of 12 billion rupees that they have renovated their works. But Pakistan Cricket Board also sought the opinion from the Ministry of Law that they will completely clear that either they have a right to approve their budget for the renovation without approving their governing body. So now that is the news that was broken by local media, but it's not very connected to the Champions Trophy or ICC rules, because PCB is an independent body, so they have a right to do something like for the preparation of their stadiums. Even Pakistan is ready to host Champions Trophy. People are very happy, and they are very happy to host international teams. Even Pakistani people wanted to see Indian players too on their stadiums, but Indian teams not coming in. They have adopted a hybrid model. Instead of adopting this hybrid model, Indian team should come Pakistan. That even when India hosted international events, Pakistan team always came and got good.
Okay, Rana. One more question, Rana. One more question, Rana. That's 12 billion rupees is about 1,200 crores Pakistani rupees, which is about 600 crore Indian rupees. This is a lot of money. You think this inquiry is going to lead to some investigation also? Like, is there a possibility that PCB officials might face music legally?
No, because the Pakistan Cricket Board is an independent entity. They have right, and they have used the Dawn broken that they have violated the rules. Not they have did any type of corruption, because they have. Before approving these budget, they have to approve from a mega committee that the committee will approve that budget. But directly the Pakistan Cricket Board approved this budget. So I don't think that they have faced any kind of this investigation or probe, because PCB has invested all money on these stadiums. We can see that in the renovation work of all stadiums, those hosting a Champions Trophy has been completed and in final touch. So we can see that all budget have been invested on these stadiums, and it is very clear that they have used. But this matter of approving from one side and not from their governing body. So the question is that either they did according to their own constitution of PCB, they have did good things or not. So we are waiting for their response from Ministry of Law and Justice. They have sought opinion from either when they share their opinion, it will be clear that.
All right, Rana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much with those details. Hopefully, the PCB will tide over this crisis also and get to the actual organizing of the game. Champions Trophy happening in Pakistan next month, but Pakistan Cricket Board struggling. Moving on to our big top focus, which is the stabbing attack on Saif Ali Khan amid the probe into the assault on the Bollywood star. A big political face-off erupted after the police said they have reasons to suspect that the arrested accused is a Bangladesh national, which was subsequently confirmed. The BJP has picked up on it and said that the claim over his nationality underlines the need for a crackdown against Bangladeshi intruders across the country. Remember, the BJP has been in a pitched battle with the Aam Aadmi Party over the issue of Bangladeshi infiltrators in Delhi. Let's look at the details of the investigation in Mumbai and the politics panning out over it.
The probe into the stabbing of actor Saif Ali Khan reignited the larger debate around the illegal crossovers of Bangladeshis and concerns around the demographic shift. This after the police said they had reasons to suspect that the accused was a Bangladeshi national who had been sheltered illegally in the country. Amid the suspicion around the nationality of the accused, the BJP said it only underlines the need for an all-out crackdown on illegal Bangladeshi settlers in the country.
मैंने जो चेहरा देखा और हाव भाव देखा, हमने कोई हिंदुस्तानी की करामात नहीं हो सकती। आज सच निकला है कैसे वो बांग्लादेशी घुसकर 2:30 बजे रात में चाकू से वार करता है।
पहले दिन से हम कह रहे हैं कि देश में अवैध बांग्लादेशी, अवैध रोहिंग्या देश की सुरक्षा के लिए और दिल्ली की सुरक्षा के लिए खतरा है। अब जिन बांग्लादेशियों को पालने का काम अरविंद केजरीवाल करते हैं, कि सैफ अली खां पे हमला करने वाला जो पकड़ा गया है, उससे किस किस के तार जुड़े हैं, अरविंद केजरीवाल खुलासा करें।
The BJP also called for immediate identification and repatriation of all Bangladeshi intruders in Maharashtra.
महाराष्ट्र पुलिस से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि ये जो यहाँ पर बांग्लादेशी रोहिंग्या महाराष्ट्र में जगह जगह घुस गए हैं, अराजकता फैला रहे हैं, उनको एक एक को पकड़कर वापस बांग्लादेश भेजा जाए।
Meanwhile, in a wheel swipe at Uddhav, Shiv Sena leader Krishna Hegde said saffron stalwart and founder of the undivided Sena, Bal Thackeray, stood against infiltration of Bangladeshis into the country.
Not only should the accused be punished severely, but also there should be a crackdown on all the illegal Bangladeshis who are staying in our country.
The arrested stabbing accused, who was identified as Mohammad Shariful Islam Shehzad, was remanded to police custody for 5 days. Republic learned from sources that the accused changed his name after crossing into India illegally and took a job at Saif's residence as his housekeeping staff. Significantly, the court made a telling observation after the accused was produced, stating that robbery was not the only motive for the crime. As the probe gathers steam, the leads seem to be pointing to an international plot behind the stabbing incident.
All right, with this we come to the end of this news wheel. Let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Delhi Chief Minister Atishi accused the BJP of trying to kill Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal. Her statement came amid AAP leaders alleging that stones were pelted at Kejriwal's car on Saturday. The AAP earlier shared a video of the purported attack and alleged that attackers sent by BJP candidate Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma attacked Arvind Kejriwal with bricks and stones, tried to hurt him so that he could not campaign, hitting back. At AAP, BJP says the youth belonged to New Delhi constituency and were protesting against Kejriwal. Right, there you have it, the precise reading of the news in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. We'll be back in a while with headlines on the other side of short.